it's Janie. Welcome back to the Crafting Bookworm. Today we're going to have a craft with me. Okay, welcome back everyone. Welcome new subscribers. Thanks to all of you for your continued support. Whether you're here for books or you're here for crafts, I appreciate each and every one of you. So upon viewer request from my friend Kitty, who was a viewer, she asked if I could do a tutorial on these cute little page dangles using the key tags, I think they're called. These tags right here. And I first started using these when my friend Carrie over the Paper Monkey sent me some in a Happy Mail, and I used them all. So I went and ordered some from Amazon, and these all have the white backs. The ones I got from Carrie were different colors, so that was fun. So I'm going to show you how to make these and let you know things that you don't have to have and things you can use in substitution. But let's talk a little bit about this key tag here. First of all, I always take off this ring. Very seldom do I keep it on there. Oops, be careful you don't tear your cardboard. And then I got this little thing here that I'm just throwing them in because I can use those for other things. Okay, and something else about these, you will notice the metal band that goes around this. One side it's thicker, the other side it's thinner. Now this thicker side you can use a 1-inch punch, okay, and it'll fit perfectly in there, but not here. So if you don't want any white showing, you can, what I do is I ink it. I ink it up with whatever color I want to use for this. This side you don't have to because you can punch one out and it'll fit it just like you need it to. So yeah, keep that in mind. Thicker or wider on one side and thinner on the other side. If you guys can see what I'm saying, it's really thin on this side but thicker on this side. Okay, so here's just a couple examples. This one I did in fact use this ring, as you can see right here, and I used a paper here because I ended up using a sticker on this big part here, but I used that same paper for that punch out, and then on this side I did another sticker, and I had to ink, if you can see the green in there, I inked that with some green Distress Oxide. And I glued the sticker down because I don't want it coming up. So yeah, there's that. And I added this beautiful eyelash trim because you guys know I love the eyelash trim. And then now this one I did differently. This is not one of the rings at all. This is just a 1.5-inch punch. You can use this. You can use a 1-inch punch. You don't have to have these to make these really cute page dangles. So on here, now my base on these is my flower punch. Again, if you don't have a flower punch, you can use a 2-inch punch and you can get the same effect for these page dangles. Okay, so this one I used my flower punch and the 2-inch punch and made it look like its own little flower. And this is going in the farm journal. Or barn journal, sorry. I used a gingham print, some wood print, and then I attached this sunflower to the front of it. And also, you'll see the whole process of this. We're going to punch a hole in there. We're going to dangle whatever we decide to do on the bottom. So let's move these aside. And all these ones that I'm going to be making today, I will be adding to that barn journal, just to give the pages a little bit more interest. So let's see what I got over here in scraps. Okay, well, I got some of this left. Oh, we got that, or one of these left. There's another scrap. Okay, so let's go a little bit here at a time, okay? So this, I'm going to use my flower punch on. Like I said, you can use a 2-inch punch if you'd rather do that. And then discover what we want on it. So I'm planning on covering this up. So we're just going to go and get just one of the plainer parts of it. Now you're going to need 2 of these cut out because your back, the back side is going to be where your paper clip is going to go, okay? So what I'm thinking for this, I'm thinking, does my 2-inch punch work on this? Let's see. Let's see if the 2-inch punch goes on here. It goes pretty good, so we'll just punch this out. And then, let's get that where we want it to be. And then I can just ink around those edges, I think. Let me see if I can. Let's get my, let's go with the ground espresso. And I think we can ink these edges because I like the perfect circles too. So we're going to see if we can get this punched out. I don't really want to have to, you know, try and cut it to make it round because I'm not good at that at all. This might, let me see something here. Where's my, here it is. Let me get a piece of, oh, here, we'll use this. We're going to try it this way. Make it a little grungy there. Okay, that's much better. Okay, let's move this out of the way. Okay, so I'm thinking this I want in the center of this. So we're going to put that in the center, and then I'm thinking on these, we'll punch 2. And I've got one of these sunflowers here left that I put the flat back on. We're going to see if we can make that work on this wider side. So what do we want to do? I think I might want to ink that too on the back of this because what do I do with my, oh, there it is. So we're going to ink this up. And get rid of that white. Something like that. Okay. Okay, so this side I'm going to match, but I want to use more of a pattern. So let's see, I like that one. We're going to have to trim this edge down though, so we can get the punch in there. So we're going to trim right along the edge of that and get my 1-inch punch. And we're going to punch that. And this is going to go on this one. Okay. So what I do now is I hold this on here and I flip it over, and we're going to color that in because that's where we're going to punch our hole at, okay? So that we can match those up. And the other one, we may have to do that to this too, but I think I can glue this on and then punch that. So let's glue this onto the back. Or this could be the front. I might have that as the front. I don't know. I think it's going to be the front. So let's, this will work. Okay. And we're going to glue this down as best we can. Let's put that on there. And see what we can do punching that hole. Yeah, that looks really cute on there, I think. What do you guys think? Okay, let's get my punch here. We are going to find that hole and punch through. Okay. And now this one, we also need to punch, and then we're going to have to, and little flower pieces are stuck. Come out of there. Here. Okay. And now let's punch this one. Okay, and now this one can get glued on to the back. And you just line your holes up. I can see some of the flower coming through there, but that's okay. All right. Hey, come off of there. And we're going to, do I need to ink this? Let's put a little bit of ink around this. See how dirty my workspace gets just in this short bit of time. Got stuff all over the place. Okay. Let's glue this now. Okay. And match our hole up. Like so. Okay. Now we can set this one aside, and we're going to work on this one. So we're going to ink it. Oh, we already did that, didn't we? Never mind. We did ink that. Okay, let's glue it. Okay. Try and get this on here as centered as possible. Okay. All right. There's that. Like I said, you can use whatever punches you want. You don't even have to have the rings. But Kitty had expressed she wanted to see how to do these rings. But you can do your 1-inch punches, 1.5 inch, whatever sizes you guys want to do. Okay, so there's that. I guess that's okay. All right, now we want to punch our other side, so we're going to match with the same paper. Okay, we got a pretty flower in there for the back. Okay, and this is going to be glued onto, you could find where the top looks like this. Okay, and these are going to be glued together. Okay, but first, before we do that, we're going to grab our paper clip. I have right here. These are the large paper clips. You can use whatever size paper clips you want. I always try to make sure that the largest loop is on the outside so you got more to grip the page. So I always try and get the smallest loop on the inside. Now this is the part where you have to make sure you're lined up so your paper clip is going to be in the right place. Okay, so that looks good right there. Now you can just push this all the way down like this and be done. But I think I want to add a little bit more of the eyelash trim to this one, because I want some more stuff showing out of the top of that journal. So we need to decide what we want to use for this, and I've got a ton of eyelash trim. I just got to figure out what I'm attaching. I thinking something darker. Do I have? No, that's a purple. I don't think I have a navy blue or a gray. I have a light blue. I got the browns. I guess I could do more brown and the yellow. Maybe the brown and the yellow. I got this really pretty shimmery. I think we'll go with those. I think the brown will be dark enough. Oh wow, I just pulled the whole center out of there. Okay, well that's fine. Okay, let's see where we want to. I like to give myself a little more than I need so that I'm not struggling. Let's see if I can stick that back in there. Okay, and now we need a piece of, where's my, oh, there it is. There's the end. And let's match these up so I know where to cut that one. Okay. So now we're going to loop this around that paper clip. Okay. So remember to do that before you do any gluing on here. And we're going to pull that through. Now we're going to trim. We're probably going to trim some of this off of here. So no worries on that. Now once you get that looped on there, now you can push this down the rest of the way. Okay. All right. Let's clean up my workspace here. Okay. Now let's check this. That's pretty good. And now we're going to put this on to match. But we want that upwards too. Okay, and so it's going to be on here something like that. So we're going to use our Fabri-Tac because we are gluing around metal. And you want to glue, focus on that paper clip because this glue is going to hold that in there. And then just glue the rest of it. And it's Fabri-Tac, so you're going to have some time to be able to line everything up. Okay. We're going to try and push this up underneath all of that eyelash trim there, because that'll be buck and it won't keep its hold as well. Okay, so make sure you get everything lined up. The back looks good. Now you're just going to kind of press it. Try not to scoot it anymore. And really press around that paper clip. We don't want it coming out on us. Okay, so there's that. And give that a few minutes to take hold. And we'll be back to attach the bottom. Okay, give it a few minutes to adhere. And now we've got this piece. Okay, this back one we're going to leave it how it is. You can further decorate however you want with these. Okay, so now what we want to do is we've got a good spot right here to put our punch in. I like to use the big punch because I cannot, for the life of me, get the little ones to crimp right. So I give up trying on that. So let's go to our big side. And you want to get up fairly high, but make sure you pay attention to where your paper clip is on the back, because you don't want to try to punch through your paper clip. So you don't want it too close to the bottom of your petal, because you don't want it to tear out. So we're going to try and line this up so it's pretty straight. Okay, there we go. You guys can see that. And now we're going to get, what do I want? Maybe silver to match this ring. So we're going to get this, or I can do a dark one. It wouldn't matter. I think I'm going to do a dark one. Okay, and I have to do the pencil trick, you guys. And be very careful on this because you have less space to work with. And what did I do? Oh, there it is. I'm going to push that through there. Or we're going to try to push it through there. And even after doing that, it doesn't want to... I don't know about that, you guys. Why I have such a hard time getting these to fit in there. There we go. Okay. We got that through. We're going to get our little washer and drop it on the back. Oh, I got to switch these around because I was fussing earlier with trying to do the little ones and I fail every time. So let's see which one do I want. That one will be okay. Okay. Oop, it pushed against that paper clip a little bit. Okay, so there's our grommet in there. Now all we need is a ball pin. And we're going to go with a dark one for that too, I think. If you don't have the ball pins, you can use embroidery floss. And you can tie that around there. That would also not be as bulky. So I think I want to go with this one. And then what we're going to do, we're going to open it up. We're going to go through our small one, through that hole. Might be difficult because those punches are pretty low on these key tags. And then we're going to go up through the back of the top part. And then you can just let it drop down. And there we go. They're very cute, very easy to make, and they can really dress up a page in your journal. Especially if you want to put in the eyelash trim. You don't have to do the eyelash trim. This one right here is just 2 pieces of scrapbook paper and a couple pieces of fabric. I put cheesecloth and some gingham fabric on that one. And that's just your 1.5 inch punch. You can do 1 inch punch, whatever you want. But this is just demonstrating using these little key tags. And that's how you make them. That's how they turn out. If you guys do make some of these, you can send me your creations. I'd really like to see what you guys come up with. My email is listed down in the description box of this video. So if you make something, go ahead and send it to me. I'd love to see them. But yeah, that is how you make them. Like as I said, they're pretty easy, but they can be really dressy for any of your pages in your journals. Kitty, thank you so much for suggesting the tutorial on this. It was really fun to give you guys a process of making them. I really enjoy making them. And yeah, I wanted to share it with you guys. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.